Welcome back to The Edge. Time for our prep spotlight. As always, prep expert Doug Ritchey, fresh off the bus from Madison.
Fresh off the bus from Madison. Good thing, though, I got all my Final Four right in the NCAA pool. Do you believe that?
No.
VCU, Butler?
I don't believe that.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Start up the bus. Well, with 5 teams going to state from our area, chances were, hey, someone was going to get some hardware. And you know what? It was New London bringing home the gold. We'll talk about the girls' basketball tournament in Madison this last weekend. A third time was a charm against LUX-CASCO in Madison. What was the difference in this one with New London winning the state championship?
The big difference, I thought they hit 5 of 6 threes to start this game. Last time these two teams played, New London was 1 of 22 from beyond the arc, lost by 15. This time they got off to such a good start, got LC down 10, and they held them off from there, and they never were really threatened big time.
After losing the first 2 games in the season, they win the big one, and for New London, perfect capper for their stellar season.
Feels amazing, you know, being a senior, the last game of the year, it makes the whole season come together, the whole experience of high school basketball just that much better.
My first couple of times, you kind of look at it from a coach's view. This time, it was all for the players. I guess maybe I matured a little bit that way, but I was happy for the players. They've been focused all year, and it's great for them, great for us, and great for the community.
Well, chances for New London getting back next year?
Really good. They don't lose much, and Tara Knapstein, first-team All-State by the basketball coaches this year. They have a good chance to get back. No pressure on the Bulldogs, but they're going to make another deep run next year.
Well, you know, more about LUX-CASCO and center Janelle VandenPlas' future in just a minute. But first, we're going to look at Division III's. Kewaunee made it to the title game as well, not able to knock off Altoona. And to be honest, Kewaunee probably didn't play the game that they expected to play in Madison, Doug. They outshot Altoona, but they were not able to do the work on the boards. They got killed on the boards.
Yeah, you know, after beating Dominican, I was so impressed with the way Kewaunee played. I thought, yeah, Altoona's in the championship game for a reason, but I thought, boy, the way Kewaunee's playing, I'm smelling a gold ball, and just didn't go their way. Altoona was more aggressive on the boards, and it really hurt Kewaunee.
Well, and that was one of the problems. They did go a little cold in the second half as well. Storm not able to keep up the momentum, but still ending up with the silver ball.
It's a team game. Everyone is going to everything happens because of what someone does on your team. It's not just one person that lost the momentum. It was everyone.
When you get behind in a game, a championship game, 2 days in a row, it's tough to come back. But like I said, I thought my girls fought back really well with a lot of fire and tried to use my bench as much as possible to keep them fresh. And we just couldn't get over that hump.
Coach's voice, losing her voice just a little bit. Wow. That was an exciting game, though.
It was a good game, and you know, Kewaunee, I kept waiting for them to make the big run and get the lead. I just thought, you know, after they beat ALGOMA, they were playing so well, I thought they might take this and couldn't get over the hump. But you know what? We talk about New London getting back next year. Kewaunee doesn't have a senior on the team. Why can't they get back and be in the same position? We
see a lot of the good teams from our area that have been able to come out there that they do have quite a bit coming back. So it's really been kind of surprising.
It is surprising because these young kids right away are seizing the moment and they're getting down the state and they're getting in the biggest games. Usually you think the senior-laden team. Well, with a few of our teams here, they should have a really good chance next year, which is great.
Well, speaking of what team that will have a good chance next year, probably, ALGOMA, as we go into Division 4. And check out with the Wolves. Now, you know, ALGOMA has looked so solid all year, beating a bunch of Division I teams. Thought maybe they would steamroll all the way through this title game as well, Doug. A little surprised they didn't finish that off.
Well, Regis and ALGOMA, top 2 ranked teams in Division 4.
That's where you want to see it.
Yeah, and so it worked out that way. But Heather Bowe was the big difference for Regis. Wisconsin basically has her committed even though she's a junior. And she killed ALGOMA on the boards, and that was the difference. If she could have been a couple inches shorter, maybe ALGOMA wins this game, but her 6'1" was too much for the Wolves.
You know, ALGOMA, what a season for the Wolves, to be sure, as they get back to state and pick up the silver ball. Certainly successful season.
It wasn't really frustrating because we still do what we do. And we know we can come back and hit a big shot just like they can. And we have confidence in every player. Everyone can make a play.
These kids are going to battle back, and there's no guarantees. Nothing's given to you. There's no guarantees. There's a lot of quality teams in our division. And but I know these kids are going to work their tails off to do whatever it takes to get here again.
Would it surprise you to see ALGOMA back there again?
No. Again, the hump they would have again is Oshkosh Lords, who again returns basically everybody. But Taylor Schmidt, Player of the Year in the conference, sophomore. Carissa, the captain, a junior. they're ready to make another run. So it'll be nice watching them next year.
Yeah, don't even need to reload. Just get back on the court when they start again next year. Should be a lot of fun. A lot of folks had a lot of really good years this year. But, one particular county pretty well represented in Madison, that was Kewaunee County. Paige Pearson tells us about the entire community's love for basketball and for each other.
They were easy to see and even easier to hear. The Kohl Center became Kewaunee County's, population 20,388, second home this weekend.
It's been so much fun. The whole community has just joined together, and we're all just having fun. And whenever you see the fluorescent shirts, you know somebody from Kewaunee County is with you.
After winning sectional championships in Divisions 2, 3, and 4, the three schools in Kewaunee County, LUX-CASCO, Kewaunee, and ALGOMA, decided to band together at the state tournament.
Since we all have yellow in our part of our colors, they decided to put us all together so that when we're all here, they can see that we're all supporting each other.
Getting to Madison the same year has never happened for the county that resides mostly alongside Lake Michigan.
For that to happen and for everybody to get here and get here on Championship Saturday, it is truly unbelievable and special. It doesn't happen. You can be the best team in your division and not be here. Okay, so you've got to earn it. And all three of these schools have done it.
These girls did it by pushing each other from an early age. The support has added to their success.
It has to do with the small local community, and all three towns are small, so I think that makes a big difference. And people really attach to sports and athletics.
While Championship Saturday didn't produce any state titles for Kewaunee County, their goals were golden.
Our plan was to come home with 3 gold balls, but just didn't work out that way. But you can't take away the experience from these girls. You can't take away just the entire week, and it was fun. It was fun.
Paige Pearson, Fox 11 Sports.
Boy, I tell you, what a time it was that last week as they had their pep rally, which was basically a bus trip all the way through the entire county, and really neat to see communities come together. And congratulations to them. Congratulations to New London, to Oostburg as well, who managed to get to the semifinals. Hey, what a great year for high school girls basketball. Well, for one of the players we've enjoyed watching over the last 2 seasons, it looks like college ball, which was a big goal, may not be possible. Janelle VandenPlas of LUX-CASCO, leader of that team, says she will not be playing next year. Tell us about that, Doug. You talked to her down there at State.
I talked to her mid-season and obviously at State, and she had 2 big knee injuries her freshman and sophomore year, which basically left her off the court, ACL injuries. And after that, her goal was to play high school, but she was so good, she was going to get a scholarship to Winona State, but now the legs just aren't there. You can't see it on the court when she plays because she's so good.
Yeah.
But she told me off the court it's just so difficult dealing with the icing and the pain that it's not worth it for the college career. She didn't know if she could play, and she's just going to probably go to UWGB now and be a regular student.
Well, what a great career for her. She wanted to play through to the next level. For the last 2 years, it's been a great ride.
It's exciting to know that after I came back from my 2 ACL surgeries that I came back and I played outstanding and I left everything out there.
I get a little choked up just sitting next to her and seeing what she was meant to our team and our program. Great student athlete. Great student athlete.